How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I want to talk to you about three different cryptocurrencies that I bought in the last 24 hours. And some of them I've actually been buying pretty heavy. So I want to explain it to you here today, explain why I decided to buy, even though we're up so much here over the last week, over the last couple weeks, and what I am seeing in the market here today, covering some of the big news from the day too. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really do appreciate that. I'm losing my voice, so if you guys want to support, I do appreciate you hitting the like button and the subscribe button. Also, in case you want to check out the links down below, you can see exactly when I buy and sell different cryptocurrencies and stocks. I mean, I've been going pretty heavily into crypto this year and it's done really well. So definitely check out the link down below to the Patreon and you can get an interest rate on your crypto down there. So I want to talk to you about the three different cryptos I bought here. I will give an honorable mention here to Solana because I bought it just a few days ago around 160. I increased my position there. Also, I want to give an honorable mention to Cardano, which I bought just a few days ago too. I put a decent amount of money in that too, but those are not the cryptos that I bought here today. So I'm going to walk you through the cryptos I bought here today. Thank you guys for doing all that. I'll try to keep it nice and to the point here so that you guys don't have to go through a bunch of extra information that you don't really need to know. So first of all, get ready because there are games coming. Bitcoin flash crashed to $8,200 on Binance here today. And I realize some people think this is clickbait or something. This actually happened. So be ready for all the whale games that are here to come. There's a lot of money at stake. So make sure you know your stuff. Make sure you know why you're holding. Make sure you're not leveraged. I actually gave some different warnings earlier today, and I'll link that video on the end screen to some different warnings in crypto. Just be careful. Don't do anything stupid right now. There's a lot of money that you can make from this. Excuse me. So first of all, the number one crypto I bought here today, Bitcoin. So we're going to go down the risk curve from Bitcoin. Obviously, everything else is more risky than Bitcoin, but Bitcoin represents a really good risk reward opportunity to me. The reason I say that is, in my mind, there's very little doubt there will be 500,000 to 1 million 5 to 10 years from now. So I'm talking about a 8 to 10x in the next 5 to 10 years. That's an insane gain for anything. I realize some people want better gains than that, but to throw some money at Bitcoin, just realizing, hey, this is pretty safe. Of course, it could dip in the future, but the risk reward is there. And I feel like it's less risky than a lot of other cryptocurrencies. So I did buy some Bitcoin. I feel like $130,000 by the end of this bull run is inevitable, which is basically a 2x. So it did have a 5% drop. We did see a drop in some cryptocurrencies here today. So I figured now is a good time to buy. I did get some extra money too, which I want to put. I still have some money on the sidelines, but I want to put some of it into the market. So this is news from today. Houston Firefighters Pension Fund bought $25 million of Bitcoin and Ether. This might not sound like a lot, $25 million, but global pension funds account for $52 trillion worth. So as Bitcoin Archive says, 2% allocation would be about $1.04 trillion of new money. If that goes into Bitcoin, that will push up the price dramatically. That will push it more than double because an extra $1 trillion doesn't double it, even though it's around a $1 trillion, $1.25 trillion market cap now. It actually moves it exponentially up. Also, we do have some news over the last couple of days that Interactive Brokers has just launched Bitcoin trading and custody for retirement or registered investment advisors in the US. And these different SEC registered investment advisors control about $110 trillion. So I was just talking to someone, a buddy, and he was getting his in-laws into Bitcoin. And what you don't realize is it takes a while to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. If you have a lot of money, it takes a while because you can't buy $300,000, $400,000 easily on a lot of platforms. You have to dollar cost average into it because they only allow you to transfer so much in. So this is going to be a long process of getting 1 to 5% exposure to a lot of older individuals. The fact is, I think Bitcoin is inevitable. Even China is now talking about calling for a public opinion on the Bitcoin mining ban, saying maybe they will amend it. So even China realizes the power that Bitcoin has, and they don't want to miss out. From there, we can move down that risk curve. So I did buy some Bitcoin. I also bought some Ethereum. So I am excited about Ethereum. It's sitting around $4,086 now. It did hit all-time highs on some exchanges here today. You can see it going up to 4,360, and then it dumped back down. But I'm still very bullish on Ethereum. I've done several videos talking about how you need to buy it in the next few days, because in about 5 days from now, Visa announces earnings. So they actually used Ethereum to buy an NFT. Budweiser also did the same thing. There's several public companies that might be holding Ethereum on their balance sheet. Now, if they don't hold Ethereum, that's fine. I still think Ethereum is going to do quite well. You can look at EIP 1559, which took out about 57% of the new Ethereum that would be on the market. They burned about $2.4 billion in the last couple months. It's still where most of the network is, or most people are using Ethereum if they're buying NFTs or using some kind of blockchain like Ethereum. They're usually doing it on Ethereum, sometimes Solana, very little on Cardano still, some Polkadot, stuff like that. So I still think Ethereum is going to do really well. It has most of the adoption in the space. It's got the biggest network effects. So I need to buy some more Ethereum. I still think it's going to do really well. I could definitely see it around $10,000 or more by the end of this cycle. Then I also looked and bought some more VeChain. So VeChain is much smaller than Ethereum, much smaller than Bitcoin. It's like 25th to 30th in the top cryptocurrencies, but they're one of the best blue chip cryptos out there. They just made a partnership with DHL China to start doing NFTs on their blockchain. I still think VeChain is small enough that it could move up exponentially. I mean, I'm talking 8 to 10x here in the next few months. And like I said, they're very blue chip, so they are one of the higher quality crypto companies, one of the higher quality crypto projects, and it's definitely going to make it through the bear market, in my opinion. We're still down about 50% from the high. So yes, we got back up to 15 cents, but then we dropped back down. I've been buying since it was in this range around 6-7 cents. So I am excited about this. This is one of my top cryptos. And I will continue to add if it's not moving up dramatically. I think it will move up during altcoin season. So in my opinion, you might be saying, okay, well, why didn't you buy a couple weeks ago when it was lower? Well, I've been buying the whole way. It's just I get constant cash flow, I get constant payments, and I either have to put it in stablecoin, which doesn't move up in value at all. I keep it in my bank account. Even if I keep it in stablecoin, let's say, I still get interest, but I still have taxable income from that interest. So I'd rather put it in Bitcoin or Ethereum, knowing or believing that it will increase in value over the next couple months, over the next couple of years, realizing if I do want to hold on to it, if we don't see some kind of dramatic blow off top, I think it will be worth 5 to 10x more in the next 5 to 10 years. So honestly, I think it is a great risk to reward versus other kinds of investments. So let me know what you think about this down below. Let me know what cryptocurrencies you're buying. I do think next week is an important time for Ethereum, like I said, because there are public companies that are going to announce next week their earnings, and I think they might be holding Ethereum or Bitcoin. With that being said, there still is a lot of excitement in the space, and something like a 5% drop on Bitcoin or Ethereum, I think is actually very healthy. If we saw Bitcoin at 70,000 today, then 80,000 next week, 90,000 the week after, Ethereum going $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, I'd be worried because I want to see a lengthening cycle. I want to see us going bull market for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, as many months as possible. I would like us to continue going up. I don't want to see Bitcoin all of a sudden going to 200,000 and then dumping 80%. I'd rather not. I'd rather see us hit 200,000 over months and months and then fall down 30%, 40, 50, 60%. But let me know your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely check out the link down below to BlockFi and let me know what cryptocurrencies you're buying or if you're just sitting on the sidelines. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.